kindergartners, and welcome to our YouTube classroom channel. I am so happy that you're here, ready to listen and learn with me today. I feel like we should have a theme song going on, like I don't know. I'll work on it. Okay, so today, actually, we have been talking a lot about Chester from The Kissing Hand for the last couple of days, and so I actually have some more Chester stories for you. So today we will be reading A Pocket Full of Kisses. So that is the title of our story. The title is the name of the book, and it tells us what the story is about. So if our title says A Pocket Full of Kisses, let's put our thinking caps on one time. And we're going to make a prediction. A prediction means you're going to tell me what you think is going to happen. So I think that this is going to be about raccoons. And just like we had the kissing hand, now it's a pocket full of kisses. So maybe the mom's going to give them a pocket full of kisses? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, gotta fix that. Okay. This is written by Audrey Penn and illustrated by Barbara Leonard Gibson. So the author writes the story and the illustrator draws the pictures. Okay, here we go. A pocket full of kisses. Chester Raccoon sat in the hollow of a tree stump and pouted. "Please, can we give him back?" he asked his mother. "I'll be really, really good if we can give him back." I wonder what he's talking about. Hopefully I did not start on the wrong page again. Okay, I didn't. Whew. Close one. Mrs. Raccoon smiled tenderly. "You're already really, really good, Chester, but I'm afraid no matter how good you are, we can't give him back. Besides, I thought you liked having a little brother." Oh. "I did like it at first," admitted Chester, "but now he plays with my toys and swings on my swings and reads my books. Then he pulls my tail and talks to my friends and follows me everywhere I go." Wow. So it sounds like Chester's not too happy because now he has a little brother. I mean, like, playing with his toys and swings on his swings, like, it's always nice to share. Sharing is caring, but pulling on his tail, ew. Do you think, like, your dog or cat would like it if you pulled on their tail? Probably not. So I kind of understand that. Mrs. Raccoon lifted Chester onto her lap and smoothed out his worried, furry forehead. "That's what little brothers do," she explained in a very motherly tone. "It's no different than sharing the woods or sharing the stream or sharing the food we find. Ronnie wants to be just like you." Aww. Mrs. Raccoon placed Chester on the ground and smiled at him with the soft, loving eyes he knew so well. "I think someone needs a kissing hand," she said in a voice that was warm and inviting. She took Chester's hand in her own, spread open his tiny fingers into a fan. Leaning over, she kissed him right in the middle of his palm. Chester felt the warmth of that kiss rush from his hand up his arm and into his heart. And when he pressed his hand to his cheek, he could hear his mother's words in his head. "Mommy loves you," they said. "Mommy loves you." Chester grinned so wide, the tips of his silky black mask crinkled upward. Even his cheeks flushed to a primrose pink. He was the happiest raccoon in the forest. Then, in the blink of a moment, all the joy went out of the little raccoon. His pink cheeks paled, and a stream of tiny hot tears fell like spring water down his sad face. Even his silky black mask drooped as he watched his mother reach down, take Ronnie's hand in her own, open his tiny fingers into a fan, and kiss his brother right in the middle of his palm. I wonder why he's feeling so sad. Maybe because his mom is giving the brother a kissing hand too? Look at him crying. Oh my goodness. That makes my heart feel so sad. That was my kissing hand, Chester gasped in the saddest voice his mother had ever heard. Why did you give Ronnie my kissing hand? Don't you love me anymore? Oh. Oh, Chester, cried Mrs. Raccoon, of course I love you. Then how come you gave the baby my kissing hand? Asked Chester. Mrs. Raccoon gathered Chester up in her arms and gave him a great big comforting hug. I would never give Ronnie your kissing hand, she assured him gently. That was his kissing hand. Now you each have your own. Chester wiped away his tears and settled in his mother's lap. If you give both of us kissing hands, won't you run out? Mrs. Raccoon laughed. Would you like to hear a story? She asked Chester. About kisses? About stars, said Mrs. Raccoon. Every night, just before the sun goes down, it reaches out with its rays and touches every star in the universe. One by one, the stars light up and shine down upon us. Even on nights we can't see the stars, they're up there sparkling away, no matter how many stars fill the sky. The sun will never run out of light, and its rays will never stop reaching out to them. That's the way it is with kissing hands. When somebody loves you, their kisses are like the sun's rays, always there and always shining. No matter how many kissing hands I give you and Ronnie, I will never ever run out. Oh my gosh, my heart. That's so sweet. She's never going to run out of kissing hands to give both of them. But you are right about one thing, Mrs. Raccoon told Chester. Ronnie's big brother widened his eyes and looked surprised. What's that? He asked his mother. You are the big brother, and that deserves something extra special. Mrs. Raccoon put Ronnie on a swing, then took Chester's right hand in hers and spread open his tiny fingers into a fan. Leaning over, she kissed him right in the middle of his palm. That kiss is for your pocket, she told him. Take good care of it and keep it as a spare. You never know when a big brother might need a little extra care. Aww. Chester hugged his mother and romped away. I love you too, he seemed to say. Aw, so cute. What a great story about Chester and his brother, and now he has a pocket full of kisses because he has his kissing hand and a kissing pocket for extra for later. That was so great. Okay, so what you are going to need today from your handy dandy kindergarten bag is, oh dear, okay, this Chester story. There should be paper clipped papers with all of the Chester activities together, and today we're going to do Chester Loves School. I know this is from our last story, The Kissing Hand, but I thought, like, instead of listening to it for a third time, maybe we could listen to another version. So we're just going to use our imagination that this, goes along with our story. It's the same character, so you're you're going to need your Chester Loves School book, your crayons, and a pencil. I don't have a pencil at my desk. We're gonna have to use a pen, and we're gonna have to use our imagination. But you have 2 pencils in your pencil pouch, so you must use a pencil. And we're just gonna imagine that your wonderful teacher has a pencil. Okay, so, there we go. I'm going to start by writing my name. The first thing I do is always the same. I pick up my pencil and write my name. It says Chester Loves School by Mrs. Weber. Are you going to write Mrs. Weber? No. Are you Mrs. Weber? No, I'm Mrs. Weber. That's why I wrote Mrs. Weber. But you will write your name. So whatever your name is, say it out loud right now. That's what you're going to write down, okay? Actually, if you would like, you can pause our video right now so you can grab your supplies, and then maybe you can do it with me. So you can pause, and then when we're ready, we can maybe color this together. How does that sound? It's like almost being together, but like not. But okay. So I'm gonna get my crayons out, and I'm gonna start by coloring the hearts. You can color them any color that you want. Yeah, and look at, I'm working really hard to stay in the lines. Parents, maybe you could practice reading this with your child. Chester loves his mommy. Chester loves his friends. Chester loves his book bag. Chester loves his teacher. Aww. Chester loves school. Yay! And I want you to pay attention. When I read the story, my finger is always underneath the word that I'm saying. Parents, this is very important to practice because this helps with our reading fluency. It helps with our one-to-one correspondence. It helps us identify each word that we're saying. So when you read it with your child, make sure they have their finger under every word that they say. And we can do it my turn, your turn style, or I say it first and then you say it like this. My turn, Chester loves his mommy. Your turn, right? Or we could even read it together. So the choice is yours. But since I'm done reading my story, now I'm going to color. Now some of you might not have gray, and that's okay. I'm going to use gray right now because I have gray in my crayon box. But if you don't have gray, please do not use a pencil to color. Pencils are for writing. They are not for coloring. If you don't have gray, we just have to be a little creative, okay? Because if we're in the classroom, I never let us use pencils to color. We're going to be creative and use the handy dandy black crayon. I know you're thinking like, what? Black? But how are we going to see the picture? That's a great question because I'm going to show you. Ready to see? Yeah, I hope so. So I'm going to color very lightly. If you use the black too hard, it's going to be dark. But if you use it very gently, look at how it almost looks just like gray. I'm just being very light, very careful, not pushing down too hard. Look at that. Oh my goodness. You would almost have no idea that it's black because it looks gray. Whoa! What? What? Look at that. Look at, I was using the black the whole time. Astonishing. Am I right? And I'm going to color in the mask a little bit darker. If you don't have gray or you don't have black, You could use brown too. That works. Some raccoons are brownish. Have some brownish vibes, you know? Oh dear. Oh, there's my pink. Whew. That was a close one. His little nose and mouth and the little hearts. And if you want to make your teacher really proud, I'm really impressed when we also color the background. Now there's a trick to coloring the background. You want to make sure that you color around your picture, never on top. If you color on top, then you can't see the picture. You have to color around everything. Around, right? And gently, just like we use that black, nice and gently. Just like that. See how I colored all the way around the picture? Not on top, but around. And look at it, it looks so beautiful. Yay! Okay, so your job is to, okay, so let me explain this. In the classroom, if we were here together, we would have to say what we're doing, like state our objectives out loud. So what I would say is my job, and then you would say it. So it's like my turn, your turn. So that's why I say your job, but. So I'm gonna say it and then you're gonna say it. Ready? My job is to write my name on the line and color nicely. And we almost forgot. We also need to read the story with our family member or whoever you're with. Read the story with an adult and point to the words as you say them. Okay? Got it? All right. Well, I hope you have fun. If you finish this early and you still have time to do something, you can work on a tracing page or on a nursery rhyme page, because I don't think we've gotten to those yet, or a cutting page. So you may pick one extra activity if you have extra time and you would like. All right? Okay, I will see you soon. Thank you for following along and watching. Bye.